Each Space Marine Legion was meticulously crafted to fulfill a distinct and specialized role. Countless discussions arise when comparing these legions, seeking to ascertain which one excels over the other in its designated role. For instance, debates often revolve around the unparalleled prowess in direct combat exhibited by legions like the Blood Angels and the World Eaters. Similarly, comparisons surface between the Iron Warriors and the Imperial Fists, renowned for their sheer mastery and ingenuity in siege warfare. However, amidst these discussions lies the enigmatic presence of the Alpha Legion, uniquely positioned to fulfill a remarkably specific role within the grand design of the Emperor's vision. Analogies are drawn, attempting to align them either with the stealth-oriented Raven Guard or the terror-inducing Night Lords. Yet the Alpha Legion's essence transcends these comparisons. While the Raven Guard employs a larger focus on asymmetrical warfare and the Night Lords favor shock, awe, and fear tactics, the Alpha Legion navigates a path veiled in subtlety. While all three legions wield stealth as their favored instrument, the Alpha Legion delves deeper. They wield propaganda, manipulation, and a repertoire of subversive methods, reserving the use of force only when absolutely necessary. Their arsenal isn't merely weaponry and combat prowess, it's the manipulation of perception, the engineering of dissent, and the orchestration of chaos in ways that transcend conventional warfare. Where others embrace overt actions, the Alpha Legion maneuvers within the shadows, shaping events unseen and pulling the strings of conflict with a masterful finesse unparalleled in the annals of war. Their approach isn't just about victory on the battlefield, it's about the meticulous craft of controlling narratives, manipulating loyalties, and seeding doubt within the ranks of their adversaries. In this intricate dance of influence and deception, the Alpha Legion stands apart, an enigmatic force whose true impact is felt not merely through the clash of arms, but in the subtle reverberations that echo throughout the corridors of power and influence across the galaxy. The Legion's reputation as masters of secrecy was unparalleled, shrouding their actions in an impenetrable veil of mystery. Their preference for cunning stratagems and covert maneuvers rendered their deeds largely obscured from historical records. Amidst the unreliable narratives surrounding the traitor legions, the Alpha Legion's accounts are met with outright skepticism among most Imperial scholars. The veil of misinformation extends even to the identity of their enigmatic Primarch, known solely by the cryptic moniker Alfarius. Outside of the Legion, scant information exists about this enigmatic figure, save for the acknowledgement of his unparalleled brilliance in orchestrating intricate stratagems and tactical maneuvers. Alfarius was said to relish combat in a manner that left adversaries grasping at the reality of their peril only at the 11th hour. Their methods ranged from conventional flanking assaults, impeccably timed to unleash catastrophic collapses within enemy ranks, to prolonged campaigns employing infiltration, leveraging partisan factions, subverting enemy command structures, and sowing fear and mistrust through compromised communication networks. While possessing the formidable capabilities inherent to Space Marines, the Alpha Legion chose a path veiled in stealth and cunning, favoring these unconventional tactics over traditional approaches to warfare. They embraced a spectrum of operations, yet their predilection for the clandestine and the artistry of deception remained their hallmark, distinguishing them as elusive masters of subterfuge amidst the transhuman warriors of their kind. Emerging as the final addition to the first founding, the Alpha Legion's inception preceded the discovery of their Primarch, Alfarius, by a mere few decades. However, fragmented accounts and conflicting reports cloud the Legion's true origins. It's apparent, though, that the Legion's creation was shrouded in the deepest secrecy, executed upon the Emperor's covert orders. During the nascent phase of the Great Crusade, the Alpha Legion conducted clandestine operations, engaging in abductions, precision strikes, and targeted assassinations. Codenamed Alpha, their specialized units, however, were curiously limited to a modest force of around 2,000 legionaries, with their gene seed classified at the highest level of secrecy. Speculations swirled within the Imperium about potential flaws or a distinct purpose for the Legion's isolated existence. Despite their clandestine nature, records suggest the Alpha Legion vanished from Imperial accounts during the height of the Great Crusade. However, persistent whispers circulated of their continued operations, warriors without Legion insignia undertaking covert missions across distant reaches of the galaxy. These warriors, shrouded in secrecy and executing missions of assassination, espionage, and sabotage, eventually earned the moniker of the Ghost Legion. Amidst the turmoil of the Rangdan genocides, a figure claiming to be Alfarius approached Lion L. Johnson, extending an offer of assistance against the Rangdan. However, conflicting accounts hint that this might have been a facade, potentially concealing a deeper objective, perhaps an endeavor to retrieve Alfarius's long-lost twin brother, Omegon. When Alfarius and Omegon eventually assumed open command, the Legion wholeheartedly embraced their Primarch's teachings, emphasizing secrecy, misdirection, and unpredictability. Such unorthodox tactics, however, led to conflicts with several other legions, most notably the Imperial Fists and Ultramarines. Despite criticism, Horus held admiration for the Alpha Legion's methods, standing as an exception among his brothers. 2 years before the Horus Heresy, Alfarius Omegon encountered the Cabal, an enigmatic Xenos organization. The Cabal presented visions foretelling the heresy's dire consequences, offering the Alpha Legion a role in ensuring Chaos's destruction. Seemingly acceding to the Cabal's proposition, Alfarius Omegon's decision sealed the Legion's fate, aligning their allegiance with Horus. After the devastating virus bombing of Istvan III, the Alpha Legion, initially presumed loyal, was among the legions dispatched by the Emperor to eliminate Horus at his stronghold on Istvan V. However, shockingly, assigned to the second wave, the Alpha Legion betrayed their presumed allegiance, turning against the Loyalist forces in the first wave. In the aftermath, when Raven Guard commander Brannon Nev arrived at Istvan V to salvage what remained of the Loyalist forces, including Primarch Corax, the Alpha Legion unexpectedly tried to aid Corax's escape. They even went to the extent of killing the commander of a World Eater's battle barge, potentially preventing a delay that could have affected the superior Raven Guard fleet. Utilizing apothecarii, skilled in face transplantation, the Alpha Legion adopted the faces of fallen Raven Guard Marines, allowing 3 infiltrators to embed themselves in the Raven Guard Legion. Despite gaining valuable knowledge, all infiltrators were eventually killed by the Raven Guard, leading Horus to order Ezekiel Abaddon to root out Alpha Legion agents within his own legion. During the Horus Heresy, the Alpha Legion diverged early from Horus's main forces and avoided the direct assault on Terra. Instead, they engaged in a series of delaying actions, attempting to tie up Imperial reinforcements. Notably, they tried to impede the White Scars at the Kondak system, but the Scars eluded their trap. The Alpha Legion's mysterious agenda became apparent when, under Horus's orders to recruit the White Scars, they engaged in hostile actions to provoke the Scars into combat. However, elements within the Alpha Legion ensured that crucial information from Rogel Dawn reached the White Scars, leading Jagatai Khan to side with the Emperor. Throughout the heresy, the Alpha Legion participated in smaller actions, defeating a White Scars force on Talon and almost annihilating the Space Wolves during the Battle of the Alaxes Nebula. Disguised as Ultramarines, a squad nearly succeeded in assassinating Guilliman on Macragge. Alpharius was entrusted by Horus to lead the traitor advance into the Sol system, but he apparently was defeated and died at the hands of Rogel Dawn during the Battle of Pluto. However, Omegon seamlessly assumed his responsibilities. Alpharius later reappeared, providing Horus with a detailed map of the Sol system's defenses before withdrawing from the war effort. Disregarding Horus's orders to gather for the Siege of Terra, the Alpha Legion instead obstructed Guilliman's advance. Despite Alpharius's absence from the siege, scattered Alpha Legion elements participated in the traitor effort. Moreover, an Alpha Legionnaire identifying as Alpharius joined Actaia in aiding Alanius Persson and John Grammaticus, revealing the activation of other Alpha Legion forces on the planet to fulfill their shared objective. In the aftermath of the Horus Heresy, the Alpha Legion diverged from the trajectory of other traitor legions, veering into the galactic east to pursue their enigmatic objectives. Whether their encounter with the Ultramarines was part of these objectives remains shrouded in mystery, but it unfolded nonetheless. The clash occurred on Escrador, where Ultramarine forces descended upon the Alpha Legion. Alpharius, or possibly Omegon, who had assumed the guise since the Battle of Pluto, seemingly welcomed the engagement, eager to showcase their flexible, myriad, and unexpected military strategies against the renowned precision of the Ultramarines. However, the Alpha Legion Primarch found himself surprised when Guilliman departed from his meticulous approach, leading an unexpected assault on the Alpha Legion's headquarters. In the ensuing personal confrontation between Alpharius Omegon and Guilliman, it is widely believed that Alpharius Omegon met his demise. Contrary to Guilliman's expectations, the Alpha Legion didn't retreat in disarray, but retaliated fiercely, turning the tide against the Ultramarine detachment. Harassing them relentlessly, the Alpha Legion inflicted staggering casualties, ultimately driving the Ultramarines from the planet in a decisive battle. Post the Escrador confrontation, the Alpha Legion fragmented, dispersing to evade Imperial pursuit. Small, self-sufficient factions established covert bases in asteroid fields, space hulks, and desolate worlds within Imperial space. These units orchestrated frequent assaults on weakened military targets lingering from the Horus Heresy, posing threats to ships, settlements, and garrisons. Additionally, they orchestrated chaos cults across the galaxy, inciting massive revolts against Imperial rule to distract and lure Imperial forces away from their intended targets within the Eye of Terror. Their involvement in fostering heretical cults invited the relentless ire of the Inquisition, compelling it to allocate substantial resources to unearth and dismantle their covert bases. Despite being declared eradicated by the High Lords of Terror on 3 occasions, the Alpha Legion persistently resurfaced, proving the fallacy of these proclamations through their continued assaults. The Alpha Legion and their enigmatic twin Primarchs embody a level of intrigue that matches their shrouded nature. Every move they make seems to harbor a potential secret objective or concealed meaning, rendering them exceedingly challenging to decipher and understand. Their complexity is inherent, and even their loyalties remain far from clear. It remains uncertain whether they wholeheartedly embraced the Cabal's ideals, if Alpharius pursued a distinct agenda, or if a rift in beliefs existed between the twin Primarchs. The wealth of information surrounding them is veiled in implication, with nothing ever explicitly revealed, adding a layer of mystery that can easily be perceived as deliberate misdirection. This inherent complexity and ambiguity define the essence of the Alpha Legion and the duality of Alpharius Omegon. It's also the very reason why opinions about them vary drastically, with some fervently loving their enigmatic nature while others fail to appreciate it. In my personal perspective, I find them to be exceptionally intriguing. What are your thoughts? Feel free to share them in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, a like and subscription would be greatly appreciated. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to engaging with you in the next video. Have a wonderful week.